So how are we all doing? We are halfway through, okay? We still have a few very important sessions. The hallmark of any entrepreneur conference is pitch fest. Pitch fest, okay? So the next session is going to be the pitch fest. And then we have one more exciting panel. And then there is going to be a closing keynote. And there is also going to be an award ceremony, okay? So it's going to be exciting. And I want to thank all the speakers and the panelists for keeping us all awake. I'm sure that you are all awake, isn't it? Okay. So I want to give a little bit of a primer to the pitch fest, okay? I'm sure that you all recollect we spoke about AI for success, isn't it? There is one strong similarity between AI and success. Both of them are infinite, okay? I'm sure that you would have heard about infinite in the memes, and you all know whom I am talking about when I talk about infinite, isn't it? And the reason both AI and success can be associated with infinite is AI can provide infinite outcomes. Success can manifest itself in several forms, several possibilities. But infinite outcomes can sometimes lead to infinite confusions. To avoid that, it's very important to anchor them around a strong intent, around a strong use case, okay? And one thing that facilitates that anchoring are products. If not as enterprises, as businesses, if we want to broadly pursue AI, agentic AI, we will lead ourselves into no man's land, and that is where the products and the disruptive innovation that the startups, they bring to this ecosystem are very, very profound. So we are fortunate today to have 4 startups that So I think I was a little ahead. So we have one more small but a very profound segment prior to us beginning the pitch fest. In the meantime, I'm sure that Sundar, who is the coordinator for the pitch fest, is going to get all of the judges and the startup founders ready. So this next session, the reason I say it is going to be very profound is, a few years ago it was the app economy, okay? Everyone was talking about app, whether it was a conference or whether it was a company or a product, we all were having an app, isn't it? Now, it is the agent economy, agentic economy, you can call them anyways. So, when we are in the agent economy, agentic economy, it is pertinent that ATEA, with so many cutting and bleeding edge technology entrepreneurs, should for itself have an agent. I'm super excited to let you know that we are now getting ready to launch the ATEA agent, and may I invite Arunkumar to come to the stage and help facilitate the launch of ATEA agent. Let's give a big round of applause for coming up with this innovative concept of having an agent that is powered by JUGL. Arun, it's...
Thank you, Sriram. And Elena and Sriram, please join me on stage. So, அப்பாடா ஏய் இன்னும் சொல்லி பேசி கொஞ்சம் டயர்ட் ஆயிடுச்சு. ஸோ கொஞ்சம் தமிழும் பயன்படுத்திக்கலாங்க. அப்பாடா கைத்தட்டுறாரு ஒருத்தர். தங்கிலீஷ். ஏஐ ப்ராப்ளத்தை சால்வ் பண்ணால் பிரச்சனை கிடையாது இல்லைங்களா? In ATEA, that is a problem which we want AI to solve. What is a problem? We ask, we see in our WhatsApp group that, do you know this person? I would like to get help on this context. I would like to get this reference from so and so and so. Abdin so later, people will always ask a reference, request a reference in WhatsApp. But that person who is very good in subject is busy, he did not see that message. So he did not respond. So the person who asked the question is failed to get the good reference. The purpose of ATEA is to connect subject expert when there is a need. Illingla, am I right? Yes or no? Yes. ஃபஸ்ட்டு நாங்கள் ஒன்று நினச்சோம், ஆஃப் ஷோரில் ஒரு ஆளை போட்டு யாராவது இந்த கொஸ்டின் கேட்டாங்கன்னா அதுக்கு பதில் சொல்லலாம் அப்படின்னு. அது நடக்கிற காரியங்களா? அப்புறம் ட்ராப் பண்ணிட்டோம். But now we got lucky that we got this agent to help. Coincidentally, you all know that I am a co-founder of JUGL. And last 6 months, we all moved the entire ship towards AI. So in JUGL, we have a version that supports community like ATEA. So now, what that AI agent, the JUGL, will do is like it will maintain the directory of all your expertise. And then our agent will work above WhatsApp. So you just chat with a WhatsApp number, but that will be answered by an AI agent. But that AI agent will have access to ATEA approved member list. All these are powered by JUGL. Like this is not talk about JUGL, but this is about what is the use case we are solving in ATEA. So the use case we are solving is, if you need any help, you ask that WhatsApp number give you who is a subject expert in that. Understood, sir? The use case we are solving. So the next slide, please. Okay. So this is a QR code. Please scan. And I know that you are going to challenge this. Ask question, but save this number. Save this number as ATEA agent or whatever you want to name. I think yesterday when we spoke, somebody proposed that we should give a name for this agent instead of calling ATEA agent. Please propose your suggestion to this WhatsApp number because we will be seeing all the conversation. Okay? So you ask question and it will answer. Okay? So this is for the WhatsApp AI agent. எல்லா டைரக்டரியும் போட்டிங்களான்னா இல்லைங்க. 4 நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி தான் நம்ம குரூப்பில் போட்டேன். நம்ம குரூப்பு தான் எல்லாம் சைலண்ட் போட்டு வச்சுருக்கீங்களே, நீங்கள் தான் மெசேஜ் யாரும் பார்க்கறது இல்லையே. ஜாயின் பண்ணுறீங்க, போனோன்னு குரூப்பை சைலண்ட் போட்டு உள்ள தெரியல, ஆர்கைவில் போட்டுறீங்களான்னு கூட தெரில. எதுக்கு ஜாயின் பண்ணுறாங்கன்னு எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புரியல. ஜாயின் பண்ணால் மெசேஜ் பார்க்கறது இல்லை, எப்படி ஆள் வச்சு கடத்துறதா, எப்படி உங்கள்கிட்ட அட்டென்ஷன் வாங்குறது எங்களுக்கு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது. பட் த நெக்ஸ்ட் ஸ்லைட் இஸ் the next slide. So this is the form slide. Please scan it, fill your data. If you want to be referred, if AI wants you to suggest your name and your area of expertise, please fill this form. Again, this form is also powered by JUGL. JUGL, we have a form, we have a database, we have a connections, all those things in JUGL. But this one is, please scan and fill the form. அதே மாதிரி வெளியில் இருக்காங்க நிறைய பேர், உங்கள் நண்பர்கள்லாம், அவங்கக்கிட்ட காஃபி குடிக்கும்போது அப்படியே தோளில் கை போட்டு இந்த ஃபார்மை ஃபில் பண்ணுங்கன்னு சொல்லுங்கள். இந்த ஃபார்மோட கியூஆர் கோடு முன்னாடி பின்னாடி எல்லா இடத்துலையும் இருக்குது. We will also share it in our group. When you do that, we have to approve it. சரிங்களா? So once we approve it, our agent will answer and refer your data. So we are very proud that we are the very first non-profit organization to enable this. As per my knowledge, I don't know any other non-profit did it, but we are doing it. And JUGL and ATEA jointly presenting this solution. And again, JUGL is giving infinitely free for ATEA forever for this solution. So just I wanted to share this with you. And JUGL will also do for any non-profit organization. We are launching another non-profit support December end in India. So they have 1,200 members. And they are very, as soon as we said, do you know what they said? Arun, we don't have to print this directory. Thank God we saved a lot of money. And also efficiency. So that is the agent JUGL is solving. So we're very happy to launch today. And I would like to have a word from Lena, who is a co-founder of ATEA. He flew from California for this conference here. So he'll be flying out tomorrow morning. He's a very, very resourceful person. So please have a word with him when you're here. But I would like Lena to share a few words about AI and what you think about it.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations, Arun, for this initiative. I think this is going to be great. There's been one missing aspect in terms of referring new members and how do you keep that. I know that ATEA has grown beyond 10,000 members across the country. over 8 chapters.
Yeah.
This year in January, we launched a Seattle chapter. I was very surprised to see people who report to Satya Nadella was in the room, and several accomplished people in Seattle. Since then, they have been running monthly events, and they had one regional event. And then Atlanta also revived, and they've been very active as well since April or May. And we are going to be launching South and North Carolina chapter, hopefully in January. So I think I'm always impressed with the ATEA South Central, especially the team in Dallas, then bringing Houston and Austin, San Antonio and others, all part of this region. There's been a lot of progress here. I see, I'm not sure whether the membership crossed 1,500 now? 1,200, okay. Congrats for this, absolutely I feel this is second after Silicon Valley in terms of number of members. Just to going back to AI, I think what's happening in Silicon Valley is crazy, as you all know. I think, Anita, you mentioned about NVIDIA. The stock was market cap was about $5 billion in 2020, and we all know it crossed the GDP of India, right? It's $4.5 to $5 trillion, and it's continued to grow, right? Then we saw AMD and CoreWeave and 10-star and kind of competitors, emerging competitors. Then Google launching TPUs again, relaunching, I should say, recently. So I think if you look at the opportunities, everything is transforming. Every use case, every application, every industry, it's just crazy. And when I was talking to some of my close buddies at Workday, Uber, even Blue Cross Blue Shield in the Bay Area, apart from all the many other companies, everybody's worried about their jobs. That's the reality. But at the same time, how soon you pick up in AI, I personally, in fact, I've been every Sunday for the last 2.5 months keeping social activities on the side. I've been going to AI Research Lab. I'm incubating a life sciences platform to cure cancer as part of the cancer science, but acceleration platform. Working with Google DeepMind guys and few other researchers. 60-70% of the team right now is non-IT, just to give you example. This is where the world is moving. And I was surprised, I think that came from, I don't want to be quoted, but Uber or some major company, I don't know, Lyft, saying that the future is not going to be about software engineers, it's about system designers, and the software engineers' role will all change. Because their role, 70-80% is going to be vibe coding and maybe 10-20%, but they will have to understand at the system level, understand how these agents behave. Many people still don't know the difference between ML and Gen AI, right? That's where, so everybody got to really catch up. I mean, especially ATA community. Fortunately, we have so many accomplished people and technology people. We should do hackathons not just at the youth level, should also, bring up general, you should run hackathons and come up with new product ideas and everything. I mean, even recently I learned about the concept of escalation ladder, which is you start with prompt engineering, go to prompt optimization, then go to meta prompting, then you do, pre-train and train the model. Then before you jump to supervisory fine-tuning, and then, reinforcement learning, and then reinforcement learning, fine-tuning, and then human feedback. So when you look at this, any industry use case you take, you may be just okay with just prompt engineering or context engineering. That's the current word, right? So it's not like you can just jump to reinforcement learning. You start from scratch. So maybe this, I'm not sure this is built to AI agents. So that means it's autonomous and it can observe autonomous as well as react and, reason and act, right? I hope so.
So since you mentioned that, let me tell you something here. Yeah. Our agent is going to recommend, put a note that if somebody sponsored, it's going to put that in the first when they recommend. So just how we have configured our agent. And when you give more reference, it's going to refer you in the first. So we have configured everything. And I want to thank Arun Prasad, my JUGL co-founder, and also Shiva. They are the two volunteers who helped us to put this everything. And Shiva is curating all the applications and everything. Shiva, thank you so much for this. And again, we are going to grow a lot and lot and lot. So, yeah.
Just a couple of comments, I think I'll try to end. There's a lot of youth coming out of schools today. They're all, trying to find where the jobs are, right? So I think it's important that they all get to, the domain knowledge is so critical. Whether it's healthcare, finance, insurance, you name it, right? Energy and retail and all that. The youth have to really align themselves to some specific vertical. That will be great. I mean, from a ground level, if you're a PhD researcher, that's really great. But if you have a biotech or a bioinformatics engineering, I think there is a great opportunities out there. You don't have to feel bad. The world is like that. As I said, even people who are on regular jobs are worried. But once you get on the AI bandwagon, I think it should be all right. I think the second point I want to make is ATEA has a formal relationship with state of government from Tamil Nadu. There's a lot of support coming from guidance agencies and others. So they want to work closely with the ATEA in terms of collaborating with the corporates in the US. And I think I'll be talking to the ATEA team here in how we can engage with corporates and in terms of giving back or going back to India's initiatives. And what I see in the last 2 years, India is a customer. It's no longer a back office, right, for the US or any other countries. So I'm really glad, and thank you so much for the opportunity to say a few words.
Thank you. Thank you, Leonard. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. And it's just the beginning. And I know we are going to do lot use cases in ATEA. If you have any specific need, please. And also we are putting a use case of job reference and job availability. And we are working on a use case. If we have crossed it, if we are convinced, we are going to open it up so that the agent is going to ask, hey, I'm looking for this kind of job. That AI agent is going to answer this all opening job. You can go and talk to them. Or the recruiters can ask, this all the job I need, not a candidate I need. The AI agent is going to recommend all those candidates. So we are going to launch that AI agent pretty soon, probably within a month. That is our goal. So that is what ATEA wanted to do. So thank you so much. Keep continuing to support. And we are here to, create a platform where you can benefit and we all can benefit. Thank you so much. And next